na and you ever visit and I interview any set of say yeah no.
Okay.
I'll see what the fans in your contribution method. But also I raise a lot of a lot of platforms, so they will say why would a player plead? So and I think that it talks about in the love for Santiago. Yeah, so Hearts of Oak Echna Omujina Kono Omni Kamsa Emabi Resa game in Sumu and then somehow do as Golden Talents have been charged with much manipulation.
5 counts.
Now Emabi Re then punishment between their mom and also on some Executive Council of Ghana Football Association. I must say ordinary Congress, no. It was on the 21st of October. The people started coaching the bank and he named coach. No, they said, oh, and names in the account, and names in the account. They say Milo, Otuado, George Boateng, Ibrahim Tanko, Masokredu. Now, I don't know how many.
Masokredu.
Aye.
Then a year to Ashada.
Oh, say
a year to Ashada.
A year to Ashada.
A year to Ashada. I have one newu, another papa, a bit idea.
I said, no, you know what Ashada.
Until you know what we didn't sanche.
Oh, say, I didn't move. I
could now persuade the papa be the chairman by this time.
Okay, young Germany,
Crystal Palace, only someone started season. Our first game of the season, Chelsea almost 3.
Yeah.
And on the board, drum, you know, 2 points. Last weekend,
Tottenham.
We had an amazing job. Actually, Tottenham by 3-0. Now, you can't Tottenham more space as someone. Before saying Crystal Palace, almost 3-0. No, not Tottenham more space in the league. Chairman, I got 3 games. Now we need 3 nina. In those 3 games, no, not ball enter Tottenham more space net. So Crystal Palace in just 1 game, it made the ball me and to Tottenham net. Now on consider goal. Now, the two Crystal Palace in the Chelsea match, chairman, once at year, and when a very convincing win against Tottenham Hotspur. So, we expect that you better game kakra, game bia, or from kakra. Now, Timia building upon this momentum. But the bad news for Crystal Palace is that after such an impressive win over Tottenham Hotspur, the next game against Liverpool. The acquired chairman, what will him back? Now, I start watching back. Because against Liverpool, Liverpool able game no and for the day. I'm not expecting Crystal Palace to be results against Liverpool. Now AC Milan before this game, not Liverpool so as at least 3-0. Liverpool at least 3-0. The next game was against AC Milan. Liverpool AC Milan by 3-2, which means the last 2 games are Liverpool abono. Liverpool actually 6 goals are. Well, we need all those 2 matches coming into this game. Now, this season, Premier League in the chairman, a bed dim papa. Say league table no I available ajare enfanto screen so. Now league table no. The fight at the top so far. Manchester United after 4 matches or 10 points, goal difference of +8. Chelsea after 4 matches or 10 points, goal difference of +8. Liverpool after 4 matches, etosu 10 points, goal difference of +8. Man City etosu 9. Man City was 9 points, but the goal difference +10. So look at the top of the Premier League table I said, what about dropping even a point biano, chairman? Now so this is in Premier League chairman. The win the bet title the bet dropping minimal point going into the season now they say league table now, chairman Madika can the only thing say only goal difference and I separate teams now. Or even Everton, chairman, even Everton, Crano, any team on no points, so all from Brighton or 9, Tottenham Hotspur or 9, West Ham or 9, Everton or 7. So teams now move back into this game, Obia is seriously prepared for the season. I can say Liverpool watched in the last season, and correct. The entire Liverpool watched in last season. Injuries hit you so hard, but my rem fee. Say Liverpool recover getting to the end of last season. Almost AC Milan 3-2 no. The last 14 games at Liverpool abono. Liverpool remains unbeaten in the last 14 games. So 14 games that was winning now. Obian Timisha Liverpool. And to make it more amazing, Liverpool winning 5 of the last 6 games. The last 6 games no mutimi winning no. The only game at Liverpool winning no. E o Chelsea draw no mutimi boy no. So 5 games na Liverpool winning the last 6 matches no. Emu 5 they kept a clean sheet. So omo form no na nye somewhere last season. But we last season no, up to the start of this season, Liverpool have hit form no at the right time. Now Crystal Palace can 3-0 over Tottenham Hotspurs. Mekai pass a game no. Wilfred Zaha enya penalty, Ben Davies sabo ebomu. Emma Brantia your friend Wilfred Zaha benya penalty team convert here. But the talk of that game for Crystal Palace was a Brantia your friend Otsoni Edward. I think say match day last day of the transfer window. Yeah. I don't turn from 30.
Yeah, deadline day. Deadline day.
Game one Statibi. Right from bench, see Park no swallow. It took him just 28 seconds to score the first goal. And in 10 minutes, now Brenton showed 2 goals for Crystal Palace. It's that Crystal Palace and Timmy Shegua. Omonya an answer wa Brantia, your friend Edward Sonio in last game no. Bobo de etimi about 2 goals and so etimi at the bomb. Now chairman, Crystal Palace echo Anfield. Now any very good grounds for them. Mekai said the last 4 Premier League visit. Crystal Palace echo Anfield no. They've lost 3 of them. I draw just 1. In 4 meetings, Omako Anfield no. Nina Crystal Palace ain't me and for win. My fee said last year, chairman, Crystal Palace fee Liverpool cost 7-0. See most of the highlight of last season now. Now one of those wins now. Liverpool even with their form, even with those injuries, etimi ko away ekoshe Crystal Palace e council na Crystal Palace NTB and TB. Etino and now we line up na eba na one na there quite common say Abrante friend have Elliot. O said the last game when we against Leeds United no onya injury and they will follow story na say onya successful surgery which means in that game no Abrante friend Elliot outer on timi sia kan and from Liverpool. E chance or join Firmino and Abrante friend Neco Williams in the treatment room. So 3 players we are available for Liverpool and that game no omo ntimi ensia kan and from Liverpool. Liverpool versus AC Milan. Divock Origi surprisingly started Bene against Crystal Palace. Baby a league table na kwa kodru no. So drop points ki twa bia na opposition are affected into no. I'm not sure say Divock Origi ebenya a start in this lineup. I'm expecting say Abrante Sadio Mane will get back into this team. Against AC Milan, Joe Gomez na boy center back. But me sure say na game the Van Dijk is returning. And another Keita in middle so no. Me sure say obetima abenteni position. Abrante Thiago Alcantara probably will take that position now. Ombetimi aba into that game. One player oba Liverpool onya game moye Abrante Ibrahima Konate still out the bench. Bao uo Van Dijk na uo Joe Gomez. Now these players are omo ebo center back. Joao Matip ebo center back. Edema Liverpool there. Chairman, he has to wait for his time. I saw Osimhen in the first game for Liverpool. Crystal Palace had several injuries. Abrante friend Eberechi Eze injured. And Nathan Ferguson also injury. And then Abrante friend Jevi Schlop. Chairman say bobo game Magana. So I game no hamstring Quintino. Abrante friend Jevi Schlop also available for Crystal Palace. But one thing I hear quite common, and then he say, Chairman, I had the year Abrante friend Edwin Obestati. Misro, Edema Jordan Ayew. Because Jordan Ayew in the last 41 games so far for Crystal Palace was just 1 goal per. And last day of the transfer market, Crystal Palace echo Celtic offer a player buy. Player ni buy na the first game 28 seconds no shegu. I'm sure say omu bomania epe player bi a sacrifice no. Amasa Edward number started there. Obviously no one when acquire brand here. Your friend Jordan Ayew. I'm very sure say Jordan and one when you starting place. Say Jordan and started there. Chairman, I brand to friend Edward. Any Christian Benteke. Anybody the attack, and I'm a Crystal Palace. And a Chelsea player on Monaco loan. And I'm a Crystal Palace. Sa Kono Galagano. Chairman, bola brand tenebono. I brand Chelsea bono so humbo. As a next year, Chelsea epe play biakofana. Me sure so omonkasa Crystal Palace omonkasa player. Omoshada mrehu. In attack for Crystal Palace. I'm sure Edward no. Any Christian Benteke. Any Kono Gallagher. And so the bit me starting. One area Liverpool need to improve trend and not position. Attacking wise, German, we are amazing. But defensively, we leave so much gap behind spaces. And then the opposing team no say like those spaces against AC Milan. 2 goals at Liverpool concede in the area of the pitch Henderson, any other players now. Last 2 seasons, no team cover some spaces. No, these days they don't cover for him. Some spaces now, teams are now utilizing that spaces. I won't bet me there Liverpool, but I'm sure maybe a league not do any baby teams no be fighting for air top position. Chairman, I'm not very sure say Liverpool will drop a points today. So Liverpool both here against Crystal Palace. I'm going for 2-0 win for Liverpool at Anfield. 2-0 for Liverpool.
2-0.
Yes.
Okay.
Tottenham about Chelsea. Chairman, Tottenham Hotspurs last game not it was too disappointing. You started season, dear pa. Fair 3 games, 3 wins, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. But in one game na Crystal Palace is 3-0. We start Crystal Palace game ni free one. The last game was the UEFA Conference League. Start Rainbow 2-2. For a team and the first 3 Premier League matches, now ball enter the net. The last 2 games are Tottenham Hotspur. Chairman, they have conceded 5 goals, and that is something that they will need to address because since you really the chairman, there are so many good teams in the Premier League now. Why not very careful and address every major issue in the team? It will affect you so negatively. From a team, that first position, Olusu to Crystal Palace, chairman, from the first position, and then Tottenham Hotspur, they lie 7th on the league table. One defeat per. We win 3 games. 3 games, atop Premier League, The next game now, Crystal Palace is 3-0, The following week, now Tottenham number 1 to 7th position. Tinema Enshram Koyi. But the good news for Tottenham Hotspur is that sad game Tottenham upon results air that underwhelming performance Nina eba on the road. If you there, the last 3 games now Tottenham Hotspur abo ofie almost 5 goals winning all those 3 matches now. Ball cry enter monet. Mekai say almost Wolves 1-0. Almost Pacos in the Conference League almost 3-0. And almost Watford also 1-0. So 3 games at home there. The last 3 games, Tottenham winning 3 games na ball cry enter me enter monet. Enti fie na omo bono chairman. Omo very 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 strong at home. West and the cry the call last season na. E chese be 13 games omo bo fie there. Omo winning mako 11 na. 2 pair and omo ntimi amfa win. Number into this game, they will come as a wounded lion. They are playing against Chelsea. Me I sure say the biggest game Premier League this week, Tottenham Hotspur versus Chelsea. I did be Tottenham say, chairman, what's my last game against Crystal Palace? Sir, you fed Tanganga in your red card. Now our boy in place of a brand here, your friend Deficit Sanchez. It's a or a suspended game on Timmy Mobi. On Timmy Mobi so Eric Dyer and so our injury. On also Timmy starting game and from my Tottenham Hotspur, which means players mienu and nepe no do England. I brand defend David Sanchez, any Christian Romero. Some players because of COVID-19 isolation and they are number 2 do England. Which means some players in mienu any available there. These 2 players, even though say and nepe no do England straight away they need to get into the starting place. Players on Marco Chamberlain, omni team in training. Now in a big game against Chelsea. Now I'm stranger to the starting lineup. I'm sure it's a bit affected Tottenham Hotspur very, very, very much. One player back who Tottenham Hotspur and Messina, I affect that much. As I saw him mean. Chairman had me the picture be my jari. The last game now Tottenham Hotspur and the Crystal Palace the boy wa mobi. Now the Hurricane air starting now. For the first time in Hurricane's history, Chairman had one touch a ball in the opponent penalty area. I'm a single shot on target in the entire 90 minutes.
That's without song you mean?
Yeah. We're so isolated because in 90 minutes, Abranton a single shot in the game. To make matters worse, when the chairman had touches or touching ball or Nankasa box more than he touched the ball in the opponent box.
Or touching 4, okay, 3, 1 on the line. Open on one area. But open and they have no shot.
Not a single touch in 90 minutes. And a single shot in the entire 90 minutes. Which means that in the absence of Sir Somihino, Chairman affecting so much. You know, so isolated. Usha Chelsea, Uber against Chelsea. You need your big men to hit the ground running. Because defensively, Chelsea is so organized. Because who have Premier League table now? Teams are on one defense, on one team and concede goal. Chelsea are conceded 1. Liverpool are conceded 1. And Man City are conceded 1. These are teams that are very difficult to penetrate their defense. So when you're playing against such a team, the likes of Hurricane any Son, any all your attacking players, will need to be up there. But unfortunately, in the game, one had to defend the Son, and so NTB Amubi. So far, Chelsea are very difficult to find a weakness in Chelsea. They are not conceding. They have probably the best midfield partnership in the Premier League, and their striker is also scoring. For a team I concede, midfield the year, now striker also go there. Everything go right for Chelsea at this moment. Chelsea last game, the entire Chelsea improvement over last season. Is last season, chairman, in 2 meetings against Aston Villa, Chelsea had just 1 point to pay. 1-1 Anfield. 1-1 Stamford Bridge. The return leg, that was the last day of the Premier League season. Aston Villa Chelsea by 2-1. So in 2 meetings versus Aston Villa last season, Chelsea had 1 point to pay. But come into this season, Chelsea need Aston Villa. Now Chelsea are Aston Villa by 3-0. So Chelsea a massive improvement compared to last season. But the thing is that one of the top teams are on 10 points at Chelsea count. They say teams now are fighting for Premier League title. Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, all of them are 10 points. To be sure that Chelsea share Liverpool performance, or share Manchester United performance, or Man City, all those contenders now dropping points against Tottenham Hotspur is something they cannot even negotiate. It's at least Chelsea will need to get points from that game. Chelsea come into this game. Chelsea go away. Chairman's right. The last time Chelsea lose to Premier League away game, about 15 Premier League away games, Chelsea lose just 1 game per. So are very strong on the road. Chelsea enter lose game when they are playing on the road. And in the last best 6 games at Chelsea on the road, Chairman, at least all of them, Chelsea 8-2. So Tottenham was enable of fear. But Chelsea away performance into this game is so strong. Say even the last 6 games are Chelsea on the road. Each one of them, Chelsea 8 at the ball and so 8-2. Mekai pass last season. Omushi Chelsea 1-0. Mekai last season Jorginho a ball penalty. And the Chelsea almost Tottenham Hotspur by a long while. Tottenham Hotspur anti. What is that game in the count one? Chelsea the last 5 games are Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur abono. Chelsea and Lusubi winning 4 of them and one draw just 1 pair. So Chelsea against Tottenham Hotspur. We are very strong against Tottenham Hotspur. Chelsea quite away. Chelsea are very strong on their way on the road. They are very strong. So Tottenham Hotspur was serious work to do if you are to get a result against Chelsea. The only notable absentee in the game Christian Pulisic and make a return into the team. But the good news for Chelsea is that N'Golo Kante is back. When N'Golo Kante is back, chairman, it's like you don't miss almost every player because Obama several players are. So in the game, chairman, you don't miss the absence of Abrantia. Your friend Christian Pulisic. Abrantia friend Rhys James in a red card against Liverpool. I saw several suspension in their game against Aston Villa. So me sure say the game so I available Nkwadia suspension here over there. I'm very sure say Rhys James ever starting on the right at the match Chelsea. On the left, Chelsea 2 very strong players, Ben Chilwell and Marcos Alonso. But I say game na Chelsea able in nano. I say Marco Alonso neighbor on the left at the match Chelsea. It's me sure say ne there Ben Chilwell still keep the place on the bench. Now Brent friend Marco Alonso as started on the left. Say N'Golo Kante available there. N'Golo Kante, Jorginho in the midfield. Now Mason Mount, Kai Havertz support to Lukaku. Chairman, 2 strongest squad for Tottenham Hotspur. I don't lose some last game against Crystal Palace and against Chelsea. All Chelsea for the Premier League title. No, Chairman, Tottenham will both fear but I'm going for a 1-0 win for Chelsea against Tottenham Hotspur. But Chelsea, 1-0 win for Chelsea.
1-0 win.
Yeah,
for Chelsea.
Yeah, 1-0 win for Chelsea.
Wow, slim win because Tottenham Hotspur will come fighting because also losing the last game. Okay,
the next game they will come fighting. But Chelsea for at this moment in the chairman America can and yet is also find a weakness in Chelsea team. They are not conceding. The midfield is just flourishing. The attack is scoring. Team Biel Krasani man say yeah, chairman they are just good to go. Arsenal will need to build upon them last week. We also starting season, first 3 games. Arsenal winning game. Arsenal until last week. Arsenal at the 20th of the Premier League table, which was unheard of in the heat of Arsenal. But against Norwich. Nanya convincing win bias idea, but sa winner Arsenal nyaya and there a lot of pressure every team no so from the players, from the team, even supporters. Now team say we are quite tense because the next no na inshallah Nti Arsenal said Norwich no. Arsenal moved from 20th to 17. Chairman yeah. Because 1 win per and off 20 over 17 Arsenal team ayade. But about what I have say Arsenal bought against Burnley. Arsenal will need to build and get their second successive win in the Premier League. Because Burnley na Arsenal nene bono. Nyame no Burnley for omo nyade. Because we have Premier League table now. So far, chairman, I just 1 point per. And I 3 goals. I consider 8. Goal difference -5. For a team in 4 matches, I was just 1 point per. We draw 1 game per. 3 games na kani nyina wa lusu. Our team just 3 goals in 4 matches. It's on se goal. And on se no so no. Ya tase no. We consider 8. To the chairman, emu ye. Arsenal should build upon this. No, we need 2 consecutive wins the Premier League. So when 2 wins, estimate at to us. So chairman, so I say, next week you be transfer. Arsenal from 17, better be 14, and let's be 10. You can build upon that and move into the Premier League ladder. No? Last week, Burnley na Arsenal nene bono. Everton shen 3-1. Adebakwa a hammy power Arsenal game on Norwich. No. Arsenal were simply not clinical. Because in 90 minutes, Arsenal ball 30 shots. 17 of those 30 shots no, were on target. But a game, no, now after almost 30 shots, 17 on target, now Arsenal just 1 goal per. Against a team one so strong defensively, one will have expected Senka, side game there, and be a crank, Arsenal bit match be 2 or 3. But about 30 shots, and 17 on target, now say 1 goal there. A chance Arsenal were simply not clinical. On the road, Adebakwa Arsenal said 2 games are Arsenal able on the road. No, Arsenal entering goal. Brentford, Arsenal lose 2-0. The next game Arsenal on the road no was against Man City. Man City 5, which means that the last 2 games Arsenal on the road no Arsenal are considered 7 entering goal, and that's something that Arsenal will need to reverse that trend. Last season Arsenal ended the same team boy no. I ran to friend the Granit Xhaka and make error. And my game need to be 1-1. Arsenal had the first win against Norwich. Arsenal will need to get their second win. But when in Norwich, I didn't see it. Until Thomas Partey ever into that game, no, chairman, not the difference between Arsenal and Norwich, no, not a 2 minimal. Partey ever game, no, and Arsenal Francis more rising. There's another diagram, so I in red here. Time and Partey my game, no, not the expected goal ratio between the 2 teams, no, chairman, I had them from Arsenal red, no, and I know which yellow, no.
Before Partey banna,
whatever. No, from 0-5 minutes. The all from the minutes. 0, 5, 10, 15.
If they started in Arsenal was so charming, and from the 35th to 40th minute, no, I'm a boss. It is from 45th, no, na emu started to and from the 55th minute, and Arsenal.
Thomas Partey came into the game at 62nd minute. Time of bar game, no, time Arsenal shoot 2 was in the 65th minute.
Yeah.
Time of bar game, no, Arsenal and pro interceptions. And when you're born now, the way he was able to progress the ball forward, Arsenal go no. Arsenal season will ride heavily on Abantia, a friendly party. Only if Partey can stay fit. Say Partey starting no to me stay fit. Both games Arsenal there. I think say Arsenal will be a good to go. Now me had my next game Arsenal ball against Burnley. I want to say that any tough side here. Chairman, I'm going for a 2-0 win for Arsenal. Even though say Arsenal any tough side, but against Burnley, the chairman, Arsenal should be assertive. At least 2-0 win for Arsenal ball against Burnley. There's one game, chairman, ding.
Okay, Vanuye.
Manchester, how many West Ham? Let me expect say Manchester right after say Manchester Newcastle by 4-1. Chairman, some bedo momentum power. Manchester supporters, players, everybody, they were so happy. Say Manchester by 4-1. But the next game, we expect say building upon that momentum no. Now Manchester lose a Champions League game to team a friend Young Boys. They say don't say as a bibia perform. Say expectation and any jena supporters for ni no. Ni nyina fra say perform. Manchester lose by 2-1 to Young Boys no. Now West Ham in the Europa League danamo e come I want me ante. Me kai sa game no. Abrante friend Mikel Antonio and Declan Rice and about 2 goals and man West Ham. West Ham excellent team under David Moyes. Ajuma David Moyes and the West Ham no. Chairman is so impressive. Okay, so far in the Premier League, after 4 matches, almost 8 points. Almost also watch on the league table. Almost started season, with 2 impressive victories. Mekai, first week match day 1 on the Premier League table on the Premier League day omo kwa we ko Newcastle by 4-2. Second week match day 2 chairman omo share Leicester by 4-2.
Omo Leicester game no me kai pa.
So in first 2 games, all 2 games no omo share 4 goals in all 2 games. An amazing start for team your friend West Ham. Now idea how omo say omo that 8th. Dia how omo that 8th is omo last 2 games dem omo draw. Omo Crystal Palace ball 2-2 and omo Southampton so ball 0-0. Chairman, na me adon bon we are Wednesday ya 2 teams say Asia or the EFL Cup. West Ham the way omo start season no, one will expect Manchester United say at least they should recover sad defeat now omunya against Young Boys no. But West Ham will become too difficult for Manchester to break. The positive news for United is chairman, Manchester United in the history of the Premier League and they create the longest unbeaten run away in the Premier League. Omu say papa your friend Oli among for say be one shadanya United coach or a tough sir. But Manchester United after 28 games on the road there is no defeat. Ebi see that upe Premier League history team one create the longest unbeaten run on the road is the Manchester United and then omu go on the road against West Ham. Adi ebe ha West Ham pa a big miss Michel Antonio miss game no because one last game on a red card. Michel Antonio in the Premier so far above 4 games.
Michel Antonio.
Opet top scorers na account. Was 4 goals. Oni Bruno Fernandes. Omi na as a 4-4. But the difference between Michel Antonio and Bruno Fernandes is that Michel Antonio as a 4 goals no was provided 3 assists. So when you are playing a big game against Manchester United, you need such a player to be in the game. But unfortunately, that red card now in the last game in Michel Antonio 8 me MCC game. So a very big miss for West Ham. But Kadzuma, Angelo Obona, any Kid Dawson in defense, Thomas Susek, any Declan Rice in middle, I'm very sure they will prove a point for Manchester United. But Manchester United having lost their last game, they need to react now. Momentum. No, I'm sure Manchester United will react. And chairman against West Ham, even though West Ham is too strong for Manchester United, no, I'm going for a 2-1 win for Manchester United against West Ham.
A 2-1 win for Manchester United
against West Ham.
Okay, Bravo Ketwabi, Darling Paul.
Yeah, boss.
Only na me ga crave ni anyam referee because you was sim bebre.
Okay.
Ever has to go ha.
Boss, French League any chance seat round no air chance and Yakwa Alliance Riviera OGC Nice Stadium wa ene derby baku to dwawo derby de la Côte d'Azur OGC Nice any AS Monaco na ye bout that derby no and say uko eye France minim say jare benya mapone dia maye ya the shortest distance between 2 clubs are our French League enim no these 2 clubs were just 12 miles and they separate both cities 30 minutes ofa car no adru and o share a screen as well from Monaco to Nice and on omo ben pa both teams are the finest along the stretch of that idyllic French Riviera no enti chairman anytime be at this club sebeshia no eya nimu aye din so won say Star Louis Day eja so wa na these 2 clubs na ebo so won say Alliance Riviera any stadium onom no e wo delia na these 2 clubs na ebo and enei Monaco Boboko no enya ne worst season since 2005-2006 season after 5 matches this season no omanya 3 goals pe oma conceded 7 out of 5 games no ma bono omanya 1 win 1 drawn game and oma lose 3. Monaco lack quality and attacking third wall and also they have poor defensive system defensive structure no enye kura and they are playing against Christophe Galtier OGC Nice enei ono na akwakofa and chairman okaya French League last season the OG League no Christophe Galtier or the Lille AJ ahead of PSG Monaco Marseille any other clubs in nyina and obabe fa Lille Boboko no adwuma no ayede amo no but last season after so OG League no ana a majority shareholder of Lille Boboko no Martin Petersman ebe ka che ne say president Obaye Olivier Letam enti eyo no ne sporting director I friend Luis Felipe Hipolito Pedrosa Campos Luis Ocampos ene Gerard Lopez enfri bobo ko nim ko eno na amboa ama Christophe Galtier antoa so wo Lille bobo ko nim a odi akwakopie OGC Nice no and oko Nice no 4 matches awabo no wa win 3 wa draw 1 on lose bi on Nantes boy no ochi Nantes ehye 2-0 ochi Bordeaux ehye 4-0 oko Pierre Rose Sport Stadium ho eko chi ono an former club Lille Metropole ehye 4-0. The only time our ball draw no na in the first league game our ne Reims boy 0-0. Their best 4 games no as started in Ligue 1 no ama omu confidence akoso chairman since 2016-2017 season ena omu nya da top form no e wo league nim and this year Christophe Galtier the changes p ena ko OGC Nice bobo ko nim and no hwe guys no e former omu wa oba na Wiran Sapran eko Parma Kauto na Stanley Nsoki eko Club Brugge na PLS Mero eko Norwich. But yen nyina yenim Christophe Galtier ekwan yo offer so hihye ni team ekwan yo offer players unknown players na wodi o maba no maba ba abegidin okoye bi Lille oye bi o Saint Etienne and osade aba OGC Nice oba na Jean Claire Todibo Barcelona player no abolo na wie one ne trase kasai e ma boy ni gitum so bebo e di ama OGC Nice boboku no chairman wakofa Andy Dero from AZ Akma 15 million Eri Divisie nim Edinaba or the Calvin Stanks aba from PSV and Oven or the Pablo Rosario aba or the Mario Lemina aba and wako Olympic loan akofa Mervyn Bad Edinaba and me impressed with Christophe Galtier and so formation our ball and then obewrem that 4-4-2 system no and chairman Niko Kovac I'm looking at how the defensive system no a bit must stop the attacking plans of Christophe Galtier interne Derby de la Côte d'Azur no and so beba so French League end.
Well and another interesting game.
Yeah.
And I know sir Mantiana investors no what the money and so beho dia kitwa bi also ewa monone na yemrefi. You very hard to forgive now.
Mestaya arrested by Madrid actually said this season or more a special end. So offer the Spanish Liga table now. Madrid about 4 games. Omo win 3. Omo draw 1. Madrid actually 13 goals. I concede 6. Madrid ever 10 points. Valencia ended that second. Omo so about 4 games. Valencia o check number of games omo win and Madrid didn't nye 3 wins and then 1 draw. Valencia I concede 9 goals. Actually 9 goals I concede 2. Omo so ever 10 points. Now so far Valencia born no more now. I will mess because omo rest because the whole of this week no more ball. The last time they played was on Sunday. Inti nyame admo china omo ball against Madrid at the Mestalla no. Valencia players no omo ya fresh and omo nya sa energy no e dia face Madrid a omo call all the way in Italy echo ball against Inter Milan. Die best of the game and Madrid etimi enya sa winning goal na omutimi egabo sa 3 maximum points e Italy. So oko Mestalla the last 5 games Madrid and Valencia abo in the Spanish Liga whether home or away. Madrid they win 2, Valencia win 2 and abakwa in a draw. Now a Chelsea say Valencia at the Mestalla no a difficult say even say offer the European elite clubs here. Ebi mo come Mestalla mo find difficult to beat them. Barcelona call almost struggle. Madrid so call almost struggle. But Madrid end no mania no. I shall say from the beginning of the season. Omoba against Deportivo Alaves. Madrid eshom by 4-1. Ya ball 90 minutes. Additional time at the toss no. And a Vinicius Junior eshe the 4th goal in the game at Madrid. Madrid against Levante. Ya be who said Vinicius Junior eshe go on the 85th minute. Madrid against Real Betis. Madrid scored in the second half. Dani Carvajal in a share that was on the 65th minute. Madrid boy against Celta Vigo no. Karim Benzema scored the last goal in the game on the 87th minute and that was a penalty. Madrid against Inter Milan. Rodrigo eshe go no on the 89th minute. Into Madrid enya a special end this season. Into so Madrid air bar a cabe 20 minutes, a cabe 10 minutes, even with 5 minutes, another 2 minutes crano. Madrid was special and so obey me up on the show. I see say it's going to be a tight game, but I see a Madrid win at the Mestalla. And the Juve air ball against AC Milan. Ever since Massimiliano Allegri ebe take over Juventus no. Chairman, sene offer the Italian Serie A table now. Juventus at the 16th. Omashi only 3 goals, a concede 5. On the other side, AC Milan there, Omanya good results. But tiredness about affect AC Milan because Omoko Anfield ekobo against one of the powers in European football in Liverpool. Omulusu by 3 goals to 2. And I was back. Ababo against Juventus. Juventus home. Juventus enya win. But Juventus our manager for this derby or master of the game because over the last 10 games Allegri Asia AC Milan were winning 9 and we lose only 1. And so much no lose no. At that time never no Lucatelli ebo edema AC Milan on a the only goal in the game Emma Allegri lose so much no. Until so far Massimiliano Allegri a good record against AC Milan. 10 games, our bono, 9 wins, and then he has lost only 1. A Chelsea Allegri answered the AC Milan so and also bano. I was saying you team bois no oyi baby a Juventus edan oyi move his position on them. So what in recent times say Italian Serie A no so betimi ajudin whether in the Serie A so be placed in the top 4, top 6 and also in European football. It's all about say obenya a midfielder ombetimi a control games at the amount. In recent times aya ne ehun say Juventus a control game until last season ade ba kwa eboa Inter Milan ema omutimi age the Scudetto title was about their midfield because of Brozovic now Nicolo Barella now Matthias Vecino Boja Vagelua you are good to go. These 2 players Brozovic and then Nicolo Barella no they are good to go for club FN say Inter Milan. Tell me who say AS Roma ebe place second ejo mudi in Europe and in the Italian Serie A omu place in the top 4 no shomo me for no Dalen De Rossi, Kevin Scootman and the branch of Raja Nainggolan. Yehu AC Milan said that the last time AC Milan edge the Italian Serie A title was in 2011. For me for this no na sido for na van bomo honum. It tells you say you will need strong midfielders to control the game for you and then Juventus Manolo Catellia Omadena ba eni obe controlling games at the amount. Juventus win omkonya mamo scoring by 3 goals to no and a boost to omo confidence omo best send red alert at the amount the other class in the Italian Serie A say Juventus are ready although say any quality na aba from kakra but Juventus the players are omo they are competing in the Italian Serie A. I'll go for a win for Juventus 2-1
Juve win.
Yes.
Over AC Milan.
Yes, over AC Milan.
Wow. Okay. I know I'm on an instant now. Now,